In this video, we are going to discuss few examples on nested quantifiers. We have already discussed the concept of nested quantifiers. Nested quantifiers are nothing but quantifiers within quantifiers, or statements having more than one quantifiers. So in this video, we will discuss few examples. So look at the first example. Let ix be the statement x has an internet connection, and cxy be the statement x and y have chatted over the internet, where the domain for the variables x and y consists of all students in your class. Then use quantifiers to express each of the following statements. So here domain is the set of all the students of your class. So over the set of all the students of your class, these two statements are defined. So one contains single variable x, and the second statement contains two variables x and y. So first statement is Jerry does not have an internet connection. So a student Jerry is not having an internet connection. How to express this statement using quantifiers or a logical expression? So here we see that ix is the statement, this ix is the statement x has an internet connection. So if I put here Jerry in place of x, then this statement will mean Jerry has an internet connection. So how to negate this? Does not have, so I have to put the negation. So in this way this will become Jerry does not have an internet connection. So this is the statement in quantified form or logical expression. Then second one is Rachel has not chatted over the internet with Chelsea. So there are two students, Rachel and Chelsea, such that Rachel has not chatted over the internet with Chelsea. So now look at this statement cxy. So here we will use cxy. So if we put x equal to Rachel and y equal to Chelsea, then this will give Rachel and Chelsea have chatted over the internet. So if we put negation, then we will get Rachel and Chelsea have not chatted over the internet. Okay, so this is the statement using logical expression or negation. Then Jen and Sharon have never chatted over the internet. This is same as negation of Jen and Sharon. Then next is no one in the class has chatted with Bob. So there exists no student in the class who has chatted with Bob. That means, so there exists no student. So this statement, the symbol is no student. There exists no student x such that x has chatted Bob. This is equivalent to for all x not cx Bob. Okay, so this quantification gives there exists no student in the class who have chatted with Bob, and this quantification gives for all x, for all the students in the class, x have not chatted with Bob. Negation c x Bob means x have not chatted with Bob. Then Sanjay has chatted with everyone except Joseph. So how to express this? So one student Sanjay has chatted with everyone except Joseph. So for all y, for all the students y, where y is not Joseph, implies Sanjay has chatted with y. This is the way of writing this statement. This means for all y, that means for all the students in the class, if y is not Joseph, that means a student is not Joseph, then Sanjay has chatted with y. Okay, so Sanjay has chatted with everyone except Joseph. Then someone in your class does not have an internet connection. So there exists a student in the class who does not have an internet connection. So this is very simple. There exists a student X such that negation IX. IX is the statement that X has an internet connection. So negation IX is X does not have an internet connection. Not everyone in your class has an internet connection. So there are few students in your class who do not have internet connection. So this can be expressed like this: not for all X, IX. Now, exactly one student in your class has an internet connection. So this can be represented by there exists an X or student X such that X has an internet connection, and for all Y, if Y has an internet connection, then X equal to Y. So this ensures that exactly one student has an internet connection. There is no other student who has internet connection except X. Or same statement can be represented by using this, that there exists a student such that X has an internet connection, and for all Y, if X not equal to Y, then Y cannot have or Y does not have an internet connection. Okay, so these two ways ensures that exactly one student has an internet connection. So either this or this, you can use any one of them. Then everyone except one student in your class has an internet connection. Okay, so we have to ensure that there is one student who does not have an internet connection. So this can be represented like this: there exists a student X such that X does not have an internet connection, and for all Y, if Y does not have an internet connection, then this Y equal to X. That means student X does not have an internet connection, and any other student who does not have an internet connection is or has to be the same student X. That means there should not be any other student without an internet connection. Then everyone in your class with an internet connection has chatted over the internet with at least one other student in your class. Okay, so this can be expressed as everyone. So everyone means for all X. So for all X, if X has an internet connection, then there exists a student Y such that X has chatted with Y and X not equal to Y. This is important. Okay, this ensures that the X has not chatted with himself, because our condition does not restrict a student with chatting himself or herself. So this has to be there. Then someone in your class has an internet connection but has not chatted with anyone else in your class. So this statement can be written like this: there exists a student X such that X has an internet connection, and there does not exist a student Y such that X has chatted with Y. This is equivalent to, this is not there, this is equivalent to there exists an X such that X has an internet connection, and for all Y, X has not chatted with Y. Okay, The next one is, there are two students in your class who have not chatted with each other over the internet. So this is simple. There are two students x and y. So there exists x, there exists y. That means there are two students x and y such that x not equal to y, and negation cxy. That means x has not chatted with y, or y is not here, has not chatted with x. Same thing. Then there is a student in your class who has chatted with everyone else in your class over the internet. So this can be written like this. There exists x for all y such that x not equal to y and x is chatted with y. Okay, because here everyone else, the term everyone else has been used here, so this forces us to include this x not equal to y. Then there are at least two students in your class who have not chatted with the same person in your class. So we have to ensure that there exist two students at least x and y who have not chatted with the same person in your, or same student in your class. So there exists x, there exists y such that x not equal to y, and there exists z, another student z, such that x not equal to z and y not equal to z, and negation cxz and negation cyz. So neither y x has chatted with z nor y has chatted with z. Okay. Then there are two students in your class who between them have chatted with everyone else in the class. So this can be written like this. There exist two students, their x and y, such that x not equal to y, and for all z, either x is chatted with z or y is chatted with z, because here between them. So between them means either x or y or both. Okay. So either x is chatted with z or y has chatted with z.